Many people have welcomed pets into their homes during the pandemic, a much-needed bright spot, but not so visible to people who need animals for critical emotional support. Well, a new ruling from the Department of Transportation is making it harder for passengers to bring those emotional support animals on planes. NBC News Now correspondent Issa Gutierrez spoke to those affected by that decision.
In the past year, we've battled a public health crisis, job losses, spikes in mental health concerns, and a democracy hanging on by a thread. Anxiety is high, and emotional support animals, or ESAs, are becoming more essential for many people.
I basically have tried a lot of anxiety medicine and depression. I also have PTSD, so I've tried, a lot of things, therapy, stuff like that for it, and it never seemed to really fully help.
Taylor Myers is an ESA owner and an administrator for a Facebook group for ESA education and mental health support. Her pup, Jagger, is what keeps her going every day.
He actually can tell when I'm getting anxious, if I'm getting ready to have an episode with PTSD.
Traveling is already hard during the pandemic, but traveling with Jagger will be even harder this year. On January 11th, a new ruling from the Department of Transportation went into effect, no longer requiring airlines to treat emotional support animals as service animals. This change, pushed for by the airline industry, is meant to limit the number and type of animals brought on flights by passengers. However, it makes it more difficult for a person who needs their animal to bring it on board.
If you don't have a small dog or a small ESA, then you can't do carry-on. And it's not really helping, the person that needs the animal with them on the plane to help relieve that anxiety, because flying in itself can be very anxious and nerve-wracking.
Having their emotional support animal on board is the only way some passengers can manage travel.
I'm a little bit of a nervous flyer. Petting an animal helps you relax, lowers your blood pressure, and reduces stress.
With this regulation change, most major U.S. airlines are now treating ESAs as pets, requiring travelers to pay the standard additional fees.
That's, an additional price for something that somebody uses as medical equipment that they shouldn't have to.
As for the industry, Airlines for America CEO says they applaud the Department of Transportation's final rule, as it will protect the traveling public and airline crew members from untrained animals in the cabin. Before this change, just on Delta flights alone, about 250,000 passengers per year brought animals on board for no fee, claiming they provided emotional support or were service animals. Some airlines and employees believed people were abusing that rule.
I honestly think it's because a lot of people fake ESAs because there's online websites and there's scams.
Our mental health is so important right now, and we feel isolated, and we just need that additional support.
In a press release, the National Disability Rights Network stated, quote, DOT's decision to revise the regulations with respect to service animals in this instance runs contrary to the broad protections against discrimination.
I just feel like a lot of people are going to feel isolated even further.
Throughout the pandemic, mental health awareness has grown in importance, even for those not directly affected by it. ESA owners say this change appears to deprioritize that growth, putting the physical comfort of some before the emotional well-being of others.
It seems like those who would need ESAs, their experiences aren't as valid or as important.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.